So it's kind of loud out here, but I wanted to kind of just change up the scenery and just kind of talk to you guys one-on-one about something that I've had going on at school and kind of just get your opinion on it and see what you think. I don't know, I kind of want to know if you agree with me or not. So in class the last 2 days we watched a movie. This movie is called Chef, or The Chef, something like that. And it's about this man that works in a restaurant. He's the chef, obviously. And he's super creative. He's really good at his job. He's an awesome, awesome chef. But the restaurant owner doesn't really give him creative rights in the kitchen. He tells him, this is the menu, this is what you're gonna make, and you're gonna make it every single day for years. You don't get to choose, you don't know. This is what you're making. You're good at it. It works, it's good. This is what you're gonna do. And the chef is not, it's not really all about that life. Long story short, he ends up quitting. And so now we've got this man who absolutely loves to cook, and because of how everything went down, he doesn't have any job prospects. He is lost, he doesn't have any money, he doesn't really know what to do. He's got this son that looks up to him, but he's not the best dad in the world, and he knows this. So he's just kind of fumbling around, and then somehow, kind of out of the blue, he decides to start a food truck. What he ends up doing is he gets a hold of a food truck and he cleans it out and works it up a little bit, and he decides to start selling food out of it. He does like this kind of cross-country trip with his friend and his son, and he makes it work, and he loves it. He loves this job. He loves doing this. He's so happy. He can make whatever he wants. People love it. He loves it. His son loves it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a great movie. It's called Chef. I highly suggest you go watch it. But it kind of got me thinking. I personally, on a personal level, I love food trucks. That hasn't been something that I've been interested in forever. Probably more recent thing in the past 5 years, but food trucks are really cool. There's this person that sits down and they've got some really good food, and they decide that they want to share that food with the world. So what they end up doing is getting in a food truck and selling it out of a truck. They go to different events and they go places. They go to the people don't necessarily go to them unless they're that good, then the people do go to them. But it takes a lot of courage and endurance, strength to start a food truck out of nothing like that. You don't know how people are going to react to your food. You don't know if you're going to be able to financially hold down this food truck. There's a lot of what ifs and risks, and just going out and doing it, that's really the only way you will know if you can succeed or not. But one of the really big, super kind of cool things about food trucks is like, or really just starting your own business. Doesn't have to be a food truck, it could be anything. You don't technically have to go to college to that. You don't have to have a business degree. You don't have to go to culinary school to know how to cook. You can learn that stuff on your own. You could just have a knack for it. You could look it up on YouTube. You could read about it. You can do any of this stuff and not technically pay all of this money to go to an expensive school, and then take all of this knowledge that you have and you put it to good use. You put it in a way that you can benefit from it and other people can benefit from it. And I think that's just really cool. That's one of the coolest things about starting a company. You don't have to have any formal schooling. You just have to do it. You have to be strong enough to know what you want and go get it. So even though some people, we go out and we go to school for 4, 5, 6, 8 years, however long. Maybe you only go to school for 2 years, but we go to school, we spend the time, we spend the money, we spend our brain power studying and taking tests and learning as much as we can, but that's not the only way to do it. That's what I'm trying to get across here. You don't have to go to school. That's not something everyone has to do. Some people go to tech school, some people go to a community college, some people go to a 4-year university, a state school. Some people go to these Ivy League schools, some people go study abroad across across the world. Some people don't do any of that. Some people just go out and do. There's all these different paths that we all can take, and we've all got these options. And it's really awesome. It's kind of, you know, America is awesome. We're free to do whatever we want. But there's so much opportunity everywhere. You just have to open your eyes and just kind of, you have to see it. You have to be willing to see the opportunity in order to take part in it. And sometimes you see the opportunity and you go for it, but you fail. But that's fine. That doesn't mean that you're a failure. It means the idea was a failure. Maybe the idea could have been tweaked a little bit. Maybe you fulfilled it wrong. Maybe it was somebody else. Maybe it was a financial thing. Maybe there were so many different reasons that this failed. It doesn't make you a failure. This movie really just kind of, it didn't change my outlook, change how I see things, because I already knew this, but I think it just kind of, it drove it in, it reiterated everything. Be an entrepreneur. Be your own boss. Be a CEO of a big company. Do whatever the heck you want to do. Whatever makes you happy, whatever gives you money, do it. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to. You could. You most definitely could. Lots of people do, and that's totally cool. But you don't have to. That's really awesome. We get that choice. We get that choice every day. We choose every day. So what I'm saying here is go out, follow your passion, whatever that may be. May it be school, maybe it be a food truck, may it be working at Dairy Queen. I mean, really, maybe you love Dairy Queen and want to climb the ladder. Do it. Start as a janitor, be a dishwasher, go wipe some tables down. Do it. Who cares? It's your passion. It's what you love. It gets you somewhere. Just go and do something that's going to get you somewhere. Don't just chill out and sit on the couch and cry about not being able to do anything. Just go out and do something. You have so many choices. Do it.